Let's see if we can.
A lot of Anoka parents to our left.
That's all right. This place is always backwards because it says Huskies visitor, and then you come to a high school game. That's the home. So like they really should just flip it and show like home students there and then visiting here. But then you got
What, do Chris and I smell or what?
I want to hear it later.
you don't want to hear it
rewatch
twice.
these?
You guys do.
How was our first one we did?
Good.
Was it? You what?
I usually don't watch them unless I show Jimmy a thing or two. That's about it.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'll talk a little bit extra about Jimmy this time. Number 20 out there, you noticed? Look at the way number 20 skating. It's like his dad after 2 bourbons. Speaking of that, I made a Manhattan the other night. Ooh, man, did I nail that one. Oh, son of a gun, did I nail that one. That just... Are we live?
Yeah, we're live now. That's Jamie's pregame talk about his
Wow, look at that.
drink making.
Go to the game.
Yeah,
Section.
205.
Hey, how's it going?
So, and I see the
phenomenal.
others were in like 210 and maybe 209 or somewhere. I don't want to be
A lot of
right
people are at 110.
for 110. That's no. So I'm in 105.
Oh, 105.
Yeah, I didn't want to be right where the band and the students are. I wouldn't want to be
Never
like
110.
10, like they're 107 or 1. Wait, so I'm on the other side, but I thought maybe. So we have, I think, 6 tickets there, and I think Peregrine's have 4. So I'm wondering if we want to like, if the parents want to like split up. Some of the parents come take our tickets, and the kids can take theirs or something. So that the kids all want to.
I am. Did you bring your daughter?
Are you supposed to?
Yeah. You see, she was trying to call you and text you.
I'm a very busy woman at work.
You're joking, right?
Yeah, I got her.
Oh, man.
That was live. We should have kept that going. I did that once. Yep. Showed up at a doctor's appointment and Allison looked at me and I just turned around and walked right back out when we got
Is Allison's dad watching?
He will be. What's
What's his name?
Andover Moms section has arrived for the district playoffs.
We're gonna have enough ready for this. Good start.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Andover Community Center District 1 game. We have Andover versus Anoka. I'm Jamie Barthel, and I'm here with your special host, Chris Leah. Chris, welcome for the evening.
Thanks, Jamie. I don't have anything to add.
Well, for everyone watching, this is District 10 Squirt A first round playoffs. And the number one team this year in the district is your Huskies. And we're going to be playing number 8 of Anoka. After this game, the next game up will be Elk River versus Rogers. And Elk River is the 5th seed, Rogers is the 4th seed. And they will be playing each other, and the winner of this game will be taking on the winner of that game. So, as they prepare the ice, let's just go a little bit over the record this year. Andover was 12, 1-2. And Anoka finished the year with 1-0-13. If you do have your stat book out, please, and I'm wrong, please don't send me any nasty messages. Every once in a while, I do get it wrong.
These teams have played twice in the last couple weeks, and it's been heavily one-sided. And this will be a little interesting today because I believe Anoka doesn't have their regular goalie either, who has kept them in. I think the regular goalie's gone, and they just threw the pads on one of the other kids. So we'll see. Maybe a star will be born in nets for Anoka.
Maybe. Now, I did talk to one of the coaches beforehand, and he actually thought this was their real goalie.
Oh, is it?
He thought their goalie was not leaving until Thursday, so it wouldn't be for the Saturday game.
Okay.
But I guess time will tell.
So here we go. This Peregrine wins the draw back to Leon. He gets it over to Pruitt up the boards. This line has Joey Peregrine 2 at center, Gavin Peach 6 at left wing, and Preston Ryan 4 at right wing. Beckett Leon's 22 at left D, Colt Pruitt 8 at right D. Pruitt keeps it in, throws it out front to Peregrine, and he tries to stuff it in, and looks like, I think that will be Joey with the goal. Either him or Preston got the goal on the rebound there. So early goal, 1-0 Huskies. We'll go with the official scoring that they give here.
That was a quick goal right there.
I think
Chris.
that's going to be Peregrine from Pruitt. We'll see. This line out has Chase Berlin 18 at center, Luke Talbot 13 at right wing, and Blake Nelson 7 at left wing. Easton Erickson 15 at left wing, Cal Coxwell 10 at right wing. So they gave that goal to Preston Ryan, assist to Joey Peregrine. There should be a second assist to Colt Pruitt on that one. And now we got another goal here. I think that was Talbot from Berlin.
I think so. Chris, you were gone the other night. We had a fun little scrimmage with Brainerd. And now, granted, we were missing Beckett Leon and Joey Peregrine, 2 very vital players. But Brainerd really took it to us. And Brainerd was not shy about just pounding at the goal and going after it. And I've noticed tonight that Andover, I think it hurt their feelings. They've really come out with an extra step this evening. Looking to make some noise early.
Yeah, too early. 2 goals in the first minute, basically. So, Talbot from Berlin and Cogswell. So this line out has Colby Rathert 17 at center, Sloan Lambert is 16 at left wing, Jimmy Kappelhoff 20 at right wing, Max Swenson's 14 at left D, and Sawyer Knox is 3 at right D.
Well, Chris, I know you missed it the other night against Brainerd, but of course, within the first 3 minutes, the Huskies scored. Who was it? Sloan. He's continuing on with that hot hand all season, and is really kind of showing the difference maker he's become.
Good shot in there from Swenson, pinching in from the point. Yeah, the other two lines have already got on the board, so we'll see if this line can make it 3 for 3 out of the gates. They've been doing really well forecheck and just don't finish as often as they could. If they can get through that, they'll start to capitalize.
Right. I think they just got to keep the pressure on. But what I get worried about sometimes with this team is they can get up on a lead and then start getting on their heels a little bit, relaxing, thinking they have it. And you can't do this with Anoka. You got to keep the pressure going.
Thrown in from Knox, back out to center ice. Pruitt will pick it up. He'll skate it into the zone somehow on a 2 or 3-on-1. Peach throws it at the net off his backhand, but doesn't get to go by. That's got to be their main goaltender.
I was just going to say that I was going to go on a limb and say that is their main goaltender. He's already made a few impressive plays that I think someone who's never played goalie before just wouldn't be able to make.
Just the way that they move. Leon throws it out front to Ryan. He'll throw it on net. Covered up. 2-0 Huskies.
You know, I think Anoka, what they need to do is they need to really start focusing on getting it out of the zone. They need to work on pressuring it forward, getting it out. Even if they can't take it out with sustained pressure, fine. They need to at least work on getting it out, just like this. Get a little confidence, get down the ice a little bit, and try to take the wind out of Andover sails.
Yeah, they don't want to be defending their zone all night again. Every time they get it close like that, Andover throws it back in and they cycle a forecheck like this, and Nelson will take it to the net. There we go. That'll be an icing.
That'll be an icing. But unlike the NHL rule, here in Squirt Hockey, you are allowed to make line changes on icing. So for a team like Anoka, who's sitting there kind of struggling in their own end, icing it is not a bad idea. It allows them to kind of catch their breath, get some new players out there, and now let's see if they can sustain a puck possession and get it out quickly.
Yep, Berlin's line's out now. Chip it by Erickson, it gets out of the zone. Cogswell will regroup, he'll lose it.
There we go. Now let's see if Anoka can keep it in.
These two defensemen have played together all year, and so, you know, Cogswell likes to rush it up, and he'll take a few chances to use his skill to get in there, and Erickson's very good at covering for him, just like that one.
Oh.
That was a 3-on-2 rush there, and they got it. Got a good shot out of it, just off the crossbar for Nelson.
You got a good shot. I mean, he had a good shot, but you got to, Chris, in those moments when you're going down like that, you have to eye it up and you have to make those shots. You know, you have to be hitting the net. Make the goalie save it. Don't make the crossbar save it.
And if you're on a rush and you hit the net, then you're off. You're giving your team a chance for a rebound too. If you miss the net, you kind of defeat the purpose. Good rebound there from Kappelhoff, just hit the side of the net. They'll go back on the forecheck.
You know, Chris, when the puck hits the crossbar, there's no way to know where it's going. There is no rebound. Now, unless I'm on the ice, back to my playing days, anytime the puck hit the crossbar, it always hit me in the face. So you always kind of guaranteed when I was on the ice where that puck would be after hitting the crossbar. But at this young age,
has that not also happened to you while coaching?
yeah,
I
Chris,
believe I
you.
remember seeing that.
Yes, that actually happened during coaching as well. Thank you, Chris.
Svensson throws it in, flex off to the corner. Anoka will try to get it out, but Andover does a good job of keeping it in again. And this is just the same thing. They keep it in, they throw it in, they beat them on the forecheck, gain control, and Anoka just can't get it out of the zone. Even the defenseman like Knox will pinch in to keep it in.
Yeah, Andover's being strong on the puck. They're constantly moving their legs. No one is standing around. So they're actually, if you look at it, they're beating Anoka to every battle of the puck. They're there first.
Yep. Peregrine has it. He just loses the handle off to Knox, but they'll get it back to the middle. And Anoka will get it out. I think it's ice. No ice. Leon will recover it. He'll get it up to Ryan. He boards. Trying to get their first shot on net, but both those were blocked.
They are starting to look good, Chris. They've gotten in here now. They've been down in the zone for maybe 15 seconds or so, maybe 20 seconds. And I think that's a good way for them to build some confidence out.
Yeah, they gave up 2 early ones, but now haven't scored in 6-7 minutes here. Back out to Pruitt. He's got it up to Leon. Center. He'll get it over to Ryan. Carry it into the zone. He'll shoot it. He'll miss the net.
That has been the Achilles heel of this team all year, Chris. Is they just struggle to get that net. You have to make the goalie save it. You have to make the goalie do the move. There it is.
That was a good one. That was a nice pass out front from Ryan. That's going to be Peach with the goal. So that Peregrine chipped that one in the corner. Ryan got it behind the net. He threw it out to Peach, who was ready for it. So it'd be 3-0 Andover. That goal's going to be Peach from Ryan and Peregrine. Should be anyway. Berlin wins the draw. Back to Erickson. He'll throw it back up the center to Berlin.
Now, I haven't seen birth years or anything, but I'm wondering if Anoka doesn't have a younger team. Maybe they just have a younger team and just kind of struggle with that speed.
Well, I know a couple of their second years that would be on there that aren't playing there, so they're definitely missing a couple. Yeah, even like that, they just can't get a breakout.
They can't.
Going for anything. Erickson will try to keep it in. They'll get it by him, but as soon as they do that, one of the forwards recovers. Cogswell takes a check to knock him off. Nelson will throw it over to Berlin. He'll settle it down and he'll take it in front. Throw it on net. Good save, no rebound.
You know, one comment I want to make about a player is number 7 on the Huskies, Blake Nelson. I don't know if you just saw it, but he had just a beautiful back check. Came back, pressured that guy. You could tell Anoka could hear him coming. He was loud with the skates. Got to fucking turn it around. And if you notice something about Blake, he's always in the play, no matter where the play is at. He seems to be there, and he finds himself in front of the net.
Yep. He goes to the right places, and he keeps his feet moving. This time Anoka does get it out. Broke up by Swenson. He'll regroup, send it back up. Lamoureux coming in 2-on-2. He'll throw it on net. I think that's about the 4th time Sloan scored from like the goal line this year. That must be where he.
So you thought he was on the goal line? See, I thought he was behind the goal line, Chris.
Close. It was.
I actually thought he was behind the goal line.
That one's going to be Lamoureux from Swenson. The 4-0 Huskies. Anoka wins the draw. They'll regroup it over. Try to move it up. Rayford beats him to it. Kappelhoff winning a 1-on-3 battle on the boards, and he'll take it out front. Nice pass to Lamoureux.
Again.
Yep. Well, hard for him to score in front of the net. He's got to be at the spot at the goal line.
Right. Well, he's got to be behind the net to score.
There he is.
Like.
Now he's in.
See, there he is behind. Good chance of scoring.
Did that go in?
That went in.
So
that's Joey Peregrine.
So must have hopped up on the line change there. So that one's going to be Peregrine just throwing a backhander on net. Lamoureux will get the assist on that one for the work behind the net. So 5-0 Huskies.
Just looking at the lines Andover put out, I'm really glad we have Beckett and Colt on the back line because I think our 3 shortest forwards are on the same line together.
Yeah.
Joey Peregrine, Gavin Peach, and Preston Ryan. They're all pretty short young men, and I'm glad we got a little height and a little build there on the back.
Yeah, we're not a large team. Oh, thrown on net, just tipped wide by Peregrine. Ryan will chase it. He'll get it out to Pruitt. Throw it back in. Peregrine will grab it. He'll throw it on net. Oh, I don't know where that one went.
Yeah, that's definitely their real goal. Chris. That is definitely their goal. You know, I coach a B-Mite team as well. And one thing that gets me a little stressed out that I've seen 22 now do beautifully is when you're a defenseman on the line and you get it, slap it to the net. Shoot it as hard as you can. Because that's when those dirty goals happen. And I like the way Beckett's the last how many games he's played. When he gets it on the blue line, he waits a minute for the opening and he fires it on net. That's important.
Yeah, defensemen don't score a lot in squirts, but if they get it to the net, usually.
Doesn't matter whether he scores a lot or not, he's getting it up there for those dirty goals to happen.
Yeah, usually they can get some rebounds out of them. Goalies, aren't at this point usually great at controlling rebounds. Oh, Cogswell made a nice move up and a nice pass. Just had his wing turned the wrong way right when he passed it. Just like that, Talbot will throw it in, and Nelson will get on it, and he'll win that race and that battle. He'll pull it out, looking to make a play with it. Reverse his course on his guy. They can't get it away from him. Talbot will be on it. Only one forechecker though, so now they'll get one back. Cogswell throws it out to Berlin at the point, over to Erickson. He'll wind it up, tries to make a shot pass.
Sometimes those defensemen, instead of taking a hard shot at net, sometimes they'll toss it along the ice so they don't get it high. I feel like they're always afraid of hurting their player. And in practice, they stand around and they try to hit it in the player, but I just feel there's still a little bit of that unease at this level. They feel like they're going to hit their own player in the chest or the helmet and don't want to do that.
Well, poke it by. Gets by Cogswell. Erickson will regroup. Cogswell gets back in time, almost over for a chance for Anoka. They'll throw it behind the net, and Kappelhoff will be the first one to it. He'll take it out to the point. Comes back to him. Anoka's trying to get a little possession in the zone here, and it's about the most action that Owen Bartels had right there, is covering a puck up.
I can tell you this, Chris. Owen's mom, she keeps track of shots.
She'll count that one?
She'll count that one, yeah.
Might have to.
Yep. I've noticed in a few of her countings over this season, it'll be wide, but if he bumps it with his stick, she counts it as a shot.
Yeah.
So maybe the tallies, the shots on net aren't always real accurate for the other teams.
Well, we have an official one from the league, the district, today, so we'll see.
Well, we can compare.
Yeah. So I think this line's had at least three goals so far, right?
Yes, they do. 2
from Peregrine, 1 from Ryan.
Yep. Now it's time for Peach to get one.
Oh, no, he got one too.
That's right, you're right, he did.
So Knox will take it behind the net. He'll move it up. Peregrine.
I see a little jump in Anoka step. Feel like they're putting a little more pressure on.
Good turn by Knox, but he just runs into this guy. Ryan tries to help him out. They kick it right to the open point. He'll try to throw it in. Yeah, even Huskies are getting some breaks on the pucks, but when you're out working them, usually that happens.
It does. Anoka just has to be stronger on that stick. They got to use 2 hands. They got to hit it like they mean it. The slow passes, and you're just not going to compete at this level.
This is probably their longest sustained zone time here.
I think it is. They've been in the zone now about 25 seconds or so. They haven't really controlled the puck the whole time they're in there, but at least they're in there.
Yep. Now this will be a 3-on-2 coming out once the Huskies do get it out. Nelson beats his guy wide. He's going to set it up to Berlin. You can see that coming, and he one-times it in. That's a great play coming right there. And that whole play is made by Nelson, just getting it up the zone and beating his guy.
Like we said before, he's always in the play.
Yep.
Always in the play. And just to have that heads-up presence, not to shoot, but to wait for an open player and make that pass.
Well, I mean, they've been working at, Talbot went to the net and Berlin hung back so that he had an open lane and he got in the right spot to shoot it.
All right, Chris, let's see if Anoka can sustain anything here.
They run
Maybe at
out of
least
time at the end of the period here.
Maybe that'll be the confidence booster they need.
So that'll be 6-0 after one. Yeah.
Well, Chris, I'm looking at the scoreboard right now, and I have a sneaky feeling the shots on net are not the same as what Brandy is, what the
Yeah.
goalie's mom is keeping. Right now, it looks like 17 shots on net for the Huskies and 0 for Anoka. I have a sneaky feeling you're going to get a text here sooner or later from the goalie's mom letting you know that it's 17-1. But thankfully, District 10 is here, keeping things honest. This first period is brought to you by Willie McCoy's. Willie McCoy's has fine dining in the Andover area. Every day it's 2 for 1, so if you go in and you want a beer, you always get 2. If you don't want to, bring a friend and you guys can split it in half. On Mondays, they do have half-price burgers, which I'm a big fan of. Eat there most Mondays. And kids eat free on Sundays. That's Willie McCoy's in Andover. Go in there, tell them Jamie Barthel sent you, and you might get a deal.
See if we can keep track of all the scores for that 6-0. I think I had 2 for Peregrine and 1 for Ryan, 1 for Lamoureux, 1 for Peach, and 1 for Berlin. Okay. There's quite a few assists as well there, but we'll have to add that up. So we'll switch ends here now and see.
Now, this is my favorite part in between the first and second period, Chris, because usually our goalie, he heads back to the same net he was in the first period.
Yeah.
And he usually gets halfway there, and someone's got to remind him that he's got to turn around and go to the other way.
There he goes. I think one of my favorite Owen moments this year, which I just missed catching on camera, was on a delayed penalty. He was skating as hard as he could back to the bench and picked the toe pick and did a forward dive right to the bench as he was coming in. I just missed it. Huskies win the draw. Liam gets it over to Cogswell. He'll throw it up, but Anoka dumps it back in the zone.
All right, well, let's see if Anoka can gain some confidence after that first period and sustain a little bit more pressure.
No. Oh, had it. Kappelhoff did a nice job beating this guy and using his shoulder to get it to the net.
But again,
Fired it over the net.
you don't hit it, you don't shoot it on net, it's never going to be a goal.
It's not. So they stay on the forecheck. I think these guys are still looking for their first goal tonight, but they've had it down there the whole time. This will be out to Pruitt.
You know, Chris,
He'll throw it in.
I got to point out one more thing about back at number 22. I don't know. I mean, we're not on the ice. We're up a little bit, but can you hear him yelling that he's open on the ice? I love that.
I can.
Players nowadays are so non-vocal, and they just expect that you know where they are, but not him. He is yelling out, he's open. I love that.
That was a nice rush goal from Peregrine there for the hat trick. 7-0 on that.
Are you going to throw your hat on the ice, Chris? Because if you do it, I'll do it.
I have a feeling that won't be the last hat trick tonight. So
Okay, so we got another chance what you're telling me.
So they call that one unassisted for Peregrine. I think that would be a penalty on the hand opener there. Erickson's down in the corner. Peregrine will go relieve him,
I'm really shocked they didn't call that, Chris. The ref was right there. I don't know if it's just he's thinking maybe the game's getting out of hand a little bit, so it's not worth it. But
yeah, I think Anoka's going to have to. Whoa, that was almost a floater in there. Peregrine will get up. Cogswell, he'll tee it up. That's one of the things that these defensemen and squirts do a lot of is they just shoot it right into the knee pads all the time, and they get their shot blocked, and they'll learn how to just pull it in their skates and shoot it around the guy. But for now, it's one of the things you'll see happen a lot. It's like the forwards missing the net and the D getting their shots blocked. When they get up to Pee-wees, they'll start to figure that out. Peregrine will dump it in so he can go off on a change, and Berlin's line is out here. They'll throw it back out. Knox will throw it in, and Anoka tries to break a guy out. He just misses, and that'll be an icing.
You know, if you're Anoka, you got to make that pass count. You got a guy that just beat the D-man, and he's out wide open. Our Andover goalie has not been tested, so you know he's going to be a little rough. You got to make that pass. That has to happen.
Yeah, if I was them, I'd try to do that a couple times. They're losing the battles in there anyway. I'd throw a guy out center ice and try to fire one up to him.
I agree with you, Chris.
Berlin wins the draw back. Over to Erickson, he'll get it to Knox, but he blows a tire, and Anoka can't quite capitalize. They'll throw it on net. Oh, this could be an assist for Barthel coming up. That is being in the right place. You know, I think it's a good shot. So that play, what we were talking about before,
Yep.
If he misses the net, that puck goes all the way around. He hits the net, his guy driving the net just gets an easy rebound.
Easy.
As long as he's in the right spot, and he was, and they're learning. That's why, if he tries to pick the upper corner and he misses the net, like that,
then there's nothing.
Nothing. But on that rush, you got to hit the net for that reason, and he did. So this will be back out to Nelson. He'll throw a weak one on net. And then they call that one Nelson from Berlin.
Did they have a third assist on that one? Or a second assist, excuse me?
I don't know about that. I think they should. One of the, they don't usually. It's hard to pick up second assists unless you rewatch it sometimes. Here comes Berlin.
Oh.
Trying to pick it up and do the lacrosse style goal. There's Swenson will step in. He'll score. Nope.
Wow.
Denied.
Chris, I was with you. I thought he would have that.
Max has got good hands around the net. He's a good finisher. He plays D, so he doesn't get a lot of chances, but usually if you get him within 5 feet of the net, he can do, this stretch pass, just missed Kappelhoff. Good for them to try it. They haven't tried a whole lot of that this year.
No, they haven't. I see Jimmy Kappelhoff. He was the one to be sprung on that one if he could have grabbed it.
Yep.
And that'd have been fun to see him try to make a move and hit the net.
Good draw win for Anoka, but then he turned it out, and it turns into a half break for Lamoureux. He'll throw it on net. Good save.
That was one of the best back checking I've seen out of Anoka all evening right now. I couldn't catch the number, but one of those players really worked his butt to get back there.
Yeah.
And I honestly think he prevented that goal from happening.
Yep. He'll break one through. That one will be a shot.
Well, the goalie now has 2 shots on net.
Yeah.
Mother probably thinks he has 5. But that's all right.
As long as the other scoreboard parts is 0, that's what really matters. They win the draw. Cogswell will get it up. Kappelhoff, he'll head it up the middle, just off the stick of Lamoureux. Now Erickson will bring it into the zone. Now he's been in there forechecking a couple times. I think, he's done that a lot more the second half of the year. I think he's starting to get more aggressive, which is good.
Yep. Well, sometimes some of these young men, they need a season to really get that confidence underneath their belt. They need to kind of grow and learn that battling hard is not scary and it doesn't hurt.
Peregrine will throw it out to Erickson. He'll throw it on net. Playing for a tip or a rebound there. Smart play. Although Easton has one of the best shots on the team, and I'd like to see him walking in and try to score himself a few more times, because that kid can shoot,
Oh, Yes, he can.
Sometimes he's a little too unselfish. I'd like to see him. I think he could have walked that one in and tried to bury it, but
I agree. Easton has such a hard shot, and he's a big built kid. He's got a lot of strength. He's a smooth skater. He's a smart player. But I agree. He sometimes is real unselfish. He wants to get the pass and he wants to make the right play. But I'd love to see him shoot more and use that talent he has.
nice stretch pass from Peregrine up to Peach. Good back check from Anoka again.
I mean, that's what they got to start doing. They want to put some pressure on Andover and stop this score.
They've back checked well this period. You know, they're not giving up. They're playing hard. You know,
They are. And, you know, for a team like Anoka, it's so easy just to give up and say, all right, well, we're down 8-0. You know, we'll just stand back. But they're not. And that says a lot about their team.
that's a good move from Knox there, just to buy himself some time.
You know, for Anoka, it hasn't been the easiest of seasons, but one thing in the few times we've played them is they don't give up. They just keep battling, keep working it.
They do, yeah. Oop. Collision at the blue line. Knox is battling here. He needs a little help from his wing center. Swenson will get it. He'll fire it up to who's that? Ryan. He gets taken down, but he gets the puck up to Rayford. He'll skate it into the zone, looking for someone to help with. Another good back check from Anoka.
Very much so. And then they finally had a defense have been posted up at the net.
Yeah.
To help break that play up and get that out of the zone.
Yeah. I mean, he was 5 feet from the red line and dumped it in, but the refs aren't going to. I mean, they're going to let him have that. I think if Andover does that, they'll blow it. But and I don't blame them. I mean, why call it icing? Let them get it in.
Yep.
Knox. Oh, they had a shot there. Throw it out. Talbot chips it by his guy. He'll try to skate by him. Well, he gets erased off the play. Anoka will try to cycle out for their own breakout.
You know, I think one thing Anoka's got to be careful of is when they got the puck and they're bringing it back, I think they would take a power turn and get it out of the zone. You know, circling behind the net is just not. Andover's going to take advantage of that extra time you're taking to get it out of the zone.
Yeah, and I think they throw it up the wings and Andover just pounces on him and keeps it in the zone. And nope, no icing on that one. Knox will try to bring it out, but he loses it. Thrown out front. There goes Knox up on the rush. He'll carry it in, look for someone to dish it to, but can't quite get it off to him. Lamoureux will control it. Try to keep it in the zone. But they'll come out here and offsides.
That was offside. Number 5 was really, I think he was expected to pass.
Yeah.
And didn't get it. By the time he realized he wasn't going to get it, it was too late. And he was quite a bit offside. At least a skate or two offside.
We got 8-0, 5:20 left in the first, or I mean the second. So only 2 goals this period.
Andover's had a little bit of a slower production this period, Chris. They've struggled a little bit. Anoka's really stepped up their defense and has stepped up having somebody stationed in front of the net. And that is affecting the production of goals this period.
Yeah, I think that's another good forecheck from Lamoureux. He'll whip it up to Peregrine, and he goes off the post and in. I think they got the lines changed up a little bit here, so that's going to be goal number 4 for Peregrine, and that one was really set up by just a good forecheck from Lamoureux. You know, he just beat his guy and threw it out right away.
Right. And if you're Anoka, you can't let number 2, you can't let Joey Peregrine stand by himself in front of the net. Because you know when that puck hits his stick, it's going in. He's got such an accurate shot. You got to have a defense that take him out, push him out of the way.
Berlin carrying it in. I think he's playing defense now. So I think we got some. They're gonna change up some D forward. Whoa. I guess you can be a little risky in a 9-0 game. Not that he's not in a 1-0 game, but. So let's see here. We got Rathert, Ryan, and Peach out at forward. Berlin and Erickson at defense.
Peach just got a little hand tied up there. Anoka got there just in time, tie up his hands.
Berlin will skate it out of traffic on the boards.
We just had a little bump and a little battle between Andover number 6 and Anoka number 6.
Ooh, good, nice tip try by Rathert there.
The two number 6 jerseys aren't getting along right now.
No?
Nobody
Well,
out front.
I mean, you know, yeah, Peach's dad is a legendary Anoka player, so maybe, you know, they were told to go after him, so.
Well, maybe that could be. You know, Gavin Peach's dad was a legendary Anoka player. He was the guy that was always stood on the center dot waiting for someone to spring him.
Yeah?
You know, when they were in the defensive zone. So, might have been told to take out number 6 of Andover on behalf of his dad.
We got 9-0, 2 minutes left in the second. So let's see, now we got Cogswell up at forward. So we get Cal Cogswell's 10. He's playing center with Luke Talbot 13 and Blake Nelson 7. So he switched out with Berlin, it looks like. We got Knox and Swenson back on the point still. Talbot will pick it in. He'll get it to Nelson. He kicks it up to himself. Wow. That's just a skill play there, man. There's just a lot of kids that age, they lose the puck. They don't get the puck back. He just soccered it up to himself and got a shot off. That's
a lot of players, when they miss it out on their stick, they skate past it and wait for someone else to grab it, but he doesn't. Makes a beautiful kick pass right up to his stick and buries that home. Chris, that might be play of the game right there. That might be it.
Yeah, that was a nice goal. Talbot throw it in just wide. Nelson from Talbot on that one.
Yeah, Blake Nelson, he's just a 4th grader this year, so he is he's a second-year squirt, but you know, when you think of squirts only being 2 years, he's still considered a young squirt, but having that heads up and that wherewithal, and there he is in the battle again.
Yeah, he'll still play squirts next year. I think we have, what, 6 or 7?
I think we got about half the team that's returning.
Yep.
Somewhere around half that will return and half that will move up to Pee Wees next year.
Well, Talbot, he's got 2 more years of squirts.
Yeah, yes he does.
His dad was also a legendary Anoka high.
Yeah, if you ever sit and talk to Luke Talbot's dad and Gavin Peach's dad, they both think they're legendary in their own in their own right. You know, someday, Chris, I'd like to find out the truth. You know, find out that maybe neither of them were legendary. But no, both of them they were great players in Anoka. Really had great hockey sense. Both great forwards. Scored a lot of goals, and you can see the play of their children here tonight.
That'll run the period out here, so be 10-0 after 1. Shots are 30-2. And let's see, who scored that period? We'll go backwards, I know. Let's see, we had 2 for Peregrine, because he's got 4. We had 1 for Nelson.
Yep. See, Chris, I'm like a 80-year-old Alzheimer's patient. I don't have a memory.
Well, normally I write them down, but it's hard when I'm trying to film and there's 10 goals. So,
I have to say, we do have a pretty good crowd here tonight. Chris and I, we were talking about in the pre-hour, right after this is the next district game for District 10 Squirt A, and it's Rogers versus Elk River. And if this game here stays the way it's at, the winner of that game will be Andover will have to face, and the loser of that game, Anoka will have to face. Rogers and Elk River very close to each other in records and the standings. So I think it's going to be a hard game. It's going to be a fun game to watch. And honestly, Chris, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think we're going to see big scores on between them two.
No, I think I'll expect Rogers to come out of that one. They gave us the hardest time in districts this year, but Andover hasn't beat them.
That's right. Andover has not.
So this line here has Peach, Cogswell, and Ryan.
Oh, what a good stick lift. I'm not sure who's on D and who's not, but I'm thinking that Easton Erickson, number 15, is a forward.
He might be.
Which I'm really excited about that.
See there, he throws that pass on net that he can get in there to make a play. I figured out the other goal was Nelson because he scored that 2-on-1 where Berlin shot. He got the nice rebound and then the nice goal that he picked up to himself. So that's so Nelson had 2, Peregrine had 2 that year.
Okay,
that's where we're
Chris,
at.
I'm not going to argue with you because I wouldn't know any different anyway. You could be telling me a fib, I wouldn't know.
I could tell you that Barthel scored, and you didn't.
All right, that one I would know would not be true. That one I would know. I noticed, Chris, for our viewers, a little bit different here in the third period than you've watched. In the past, our games, the third period has always been whatever time has been left in an hour, and I noticed they put it up for a full 17 minutes.
Yep, district play, they'll play it out, and I think, but I mean, it's running time at this point, but
okay.
So they will go running time. So here comes Cogswell up. He's going to skate to the center of the ice and shoot high blocker, and he missed. I usually like to let Cal know after the games that I always know what he's doing. That he always skates to the middle, shoots high blocker, and he knows. I mean, you know.
Old habits are hard to break.
He's a highly skilled player, and he can really control it and shoot it. And I just tell him there's other spots on the net. He could score a few more goals if, you know. And I'm sure he's probably getting hungry to try to score one while he's up forward. Oh, there's another. Nelson almost got his hat trick on the rebound. One thing is Nelson and Talbot, both young players, but this year they've really learned how to get in front of the net, get in the right place at the right time. Because it's easy, you know, especially in mites, you know, as opposed to like kids will take a shot on net and they just do the flyby into the corner, or they, you know, and now they've got a lot better at that and they've scored some nice, easy goals for it. That looks like Lamoureux back on the point now.
Yeah, we have Lamoureux on defense.
I don't know that he's played a shift to defense all year.
I don't think so either, and I was just going to say his goal production is now going to go to 0 because on D he's going to be in front of the net the entire time, which will mean his goal production will almost cease.
Because he won't be on the goal line?
He won't be on the goal line scoring that.
I think we got.
I
think Swenson's up playing forward now, which I'm sure he's excited. Here comes Kappelhoff. Oh, nice move, good shot. Just good save. Goalie came out, cut that angle down. That was good. Good play. Jimmy got a lot on that shot. He just didn't quite get it by him. Yes. Yeah, Swenson's up playing left wing for.
So it looks like they kind of switched everyone. The guys who usually play D are up playing forward now.
Yep.
And the guys playing forward are D. Which, you know, in a game with the scores like this, Chris, I like switching it up because you never know what position you're going to play in the future. If there's an injury, if you know you got to step back for a reason or step forward for a reason. It's good for these players to get this all-around experience.
At this age, yeah, it's good for them all together. Because even, you know, if you're normally a forward and you play defense, you understand like what plays are hard for defensemen, and it helps you be a better forward.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chris.
Not that they're having to do a lot of defending today, but Swenson will control it. He'll stay on it. Tries to get it out to Lamoureux. I think Sloan's forgetting what he's playing here.
You know,
Nice tip.
when you're a natural born forward,
Yeah.
it's hard to remember to stay back.
That was a good little tip from Ryan there. He got in a good position and threw it out front to him. I didn't expect him to be able to get a tip on it, but he did. Threw it on net. Yeah, this Easton Erickson's playing center.
He is.
So he's, I'm sure he's probably having fun with that. So he'll get the draw. It'll go to Peach. Shot gets deflected over the net.
You know, sometimes in hockey, Chris, as you know as well, when you play the same position day in and day out, it gets to be more of a job. And as soon as you have a different position, you know, with Easton being center, all of a sudden hockey now becomes fun again. It's something unique, it's something different, and it doesn't feel like work. You can skate as hard as you want, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, well, Pruitt will throw it back over to Leon. He'll try to chip it up to Peach. He'll get it by. Erickson will chase it down. Leon keeps it in the zone. He'll skate. He'll try to go in after it. Ryan will take it out. I'm not sure where he was going with that.
I think he was trying a slow move and getting her up to the goal line and
Just try to.
from there.
Oh. I'm not sure if that was offside with the.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. That
We haven't had much to complain about it the rest of the day. So
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You know, our whole cast here has been very positive because we haven't had much to complain about, but we could start complaining about the refs. Add a little excitement to the listeners.
Here
Especially
comes Cogswell. Look at that nice move. He just lost it off the toe of the stick. He'll get it to Nelson. Back up to Cogswell. He'll throw it over to Pruitt. Whiffs on the pass to his partner. So he throws it back in. Hey, we got some music playing.
The guy in the box is sure must have thought it was time to get Anoka a little bit of a jolt and play some pumping music.
Get one around Pruitt here. He'll throw it out. Cogswell up to Nelson. Just chips it to himself nicely to keep that. He's really good at that in the neutral zone. He'll drive hard to the net, just a little bit wide. Talbot will try to get on it, but they'll throw it all the way down for icing.
You know, Chris, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say that number 7, Blake Nelson, next year is top 5 scorer in the District 10. Being that he's a first year this year, actually technically a second year, how he's just got his shot, his ability to handle the puck and control the puck. I think he's definitely going to be top 5, top 10 scorer next year in District 10. I really do.
How about this? We got Berlin and Peregrine playing together at defense. That's probably something they haven't done.
Well, do we dare count how many times they have to defend in front of the net?
Well, I don't know that Swenson will pop back there, cover for Berlin. He'll get it and walk in, throw it on net, just wide. Peregrine will take it in. He'll throw it back to Swenson. Out to Kappelhoff. Just missed the net. Swenson on the forecheck.
You know, the funny part about Chase and Joey being defensemen, we've seen them up by the goalie more than we have back on the blue
Yeah,
line.
right. Well. Oh.
Oh!
That's a goal for Kappelhoff. He's had a couple good shots tonight that he probably would have normally maybe scored on the miss, so he gets rewarded with a good rebound goal there.
You know, he's had a good season again. He is a second-year squirt, but he'll be back again next year.
Yep.
He's a 4th grader, and all night tonight he's been around that net, trying, fighting, and it's good to see him rewarded. Because many nights he's fighting and trying, and he's not getting the bounce.
Yeah, they called that one Berlin from Kappelhoff, but it was the other way. Kappelhoff got the rebound goal off the shot from Berlin. Erickson comes out of the corner, tees it up nicely for Ryan. I don't know how he got it over the net from that close, but he did.
I thought maybe he fell out of his skates.
Yeah, I think he just was
after that shot.
I don't know. So here he comes.
Yeah, he swung at that puck so hard, I thought he came out of his skates.
Well, he wanted that one. That was he had it all teed up. We got 11-0. Third period, running time about 7 minutes left. Shots are 35-2. Cogswell wins it back. Talbot tries to win the draw as a winger, but just lost out a little bit here. Hey, we're going to get our first penalty. Anoka just got by Knox, so he took the guy down.
Yeah, it looks like Sawyer Knox going to the box for a tripping penalty, I'm going to assume.
Sauce? Yep.
Hooking.
Hooking, yeah.
Well, let's see, Chris, if Anoka can capitalize on this. They haven't had a lot of offensive zone time. Let's see if they can take this momentum, this little shift, and produce something.
Thrown on net from Leon and deflected in. Good tip for Nelson. And Cogswell sliding back to D on this penalty kill.
Anoka's really going to have to work hard this next minute and a half not to freeze the puck. Because it is run time now. So even on a penalty, they kept the time running. And they wasted about 15 good power play seconds.
Yeah.
With that stop. So Anoka's got to work hard to pull it out of the zone. But keep possession of the puck.
He was skating it up, and he had Rathert there and couldn't decide if he was going to pass it or not, and then waited too long.
Well, again, at this age level, Chris, you don't know if Rather's going to speed up, he's going to slow down. You know, these young men have only played together a couple months, unlike, professional teams that kind of know how each other play. So you're going to have stuff like that where it looks like you pass to nobody, but it's just, you don't know how the other players react. But that's fine, because they're still burning time on the power play. All right, well, the penalty's over, Chris. The Huskies are now at full strength.
Yeah, they can't let him out of the box till they drop the puck, though.
Okay. Well, Anoka will get probably about a 2-second power play here before.
Oh. It's a good pass from Swenson to spring Ryan in. Just kind of didn't get what he wanted on that shot there. He was trying to go upstairs, but didn't quite get it. Look how Berlin kept that puck in. He's so good at going laterally and hanging on to the puck.
He is.
I think Erickson got a goal there. He pulled it out. Good.
That was number 15, Easton Erickson. And he, that landed on his stick. And you could tell he took a breather for a second and put that in. And I'm so glad he did that and not give up a pass or do something else. I'm glad he took that shot. It was a beautiful goal.
12-0. And the defensemen just don't score a lot in squirts. So it's it's good for some of these guys to get up and try to get a couple goals in.
Yeah, build their confidence, and also shows them scoring goals ain't easy. It takes a lot of work as well from the forward. Chris, while we were watching here, I want to give a big shout out to a good friend of mine, Dennis. I know he likes to watch the games, and I know Dennis is a guy who likes to sit down at night with a glass of wine and watch these games. I just want to give a shout out to Dennis. So, Dennis, thanks for watching.
I imagine Dennis is watching from Jackson, Minnesota.
Another one right over the top of the net. Wide open net.
Good pass from Swenson. He's had a couple of real nice passes. He's going to take this out, and he'll cut in from the sidewall. All the way across, over to Talbot. He's ready for it. Good save. Goalie got across there.
This goalie, I know I talked about him a lot last game. This game, same thing. He's always in the right spot at the right time. He makes the position look easy. And he's been huge for this team. Huge.
Peregrine thinks 4 isn't enough, so he wanted to come in and
he must be looking for 5. His dad probably told him 5 goals and give him $50 or something.
Maybe. That was Sloan doing his impression of the rest of our defensemen, shooting the puck right into their knee pads. Oh, Peregrine blows a tire, but still gets it out.
There he goes again. He wants number 5.
Skating it in. High glove. He got it.
Got it. I think that's $50 for him from Dad.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you heard it. I wonder. Is that the most we had in one game this year?
In one game?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I know when we played Orno, that Hopkins tournament, we had one game where I want to say we had maybe 14 or 15. This could be our highest.
Well, I just mean like for one player.
Oh, for one player. Oh, yes, most definitely. No one's got more than 5 goals in a game.
I don't think anyone's got 6. I think Berlin had 5 maybe once, but all right. So final is 13-0 shots of 42-3. Andover will move on to the semifinals and take on Rogers or Elk River. I'm guessing it'll probably. I think it'll be.
You think it's gonna be Rogers?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna, make it interesting, Chris, and to make it kind of fun if we do this again on Saturday, I'm gonna take Elk River. Okay. And then one of us can rub it in the other person's face, on who won. So I'm gonna take Elk River. I'm gonna say they're kind of the dark horse or the underdog. I think they're gonna come up with some fire.
Let's see. Let's recap a little bit of the scoring here. So, final, we had 5 goals from Peregrine tonight. We had 2 for Nelson. And then we had 1 for Ryan, 1 for Peach, 1 for Lamoureux, and 1 for Kappelhoff, and then 1 for Erickson. So that'll wrap up this game, and that'll be the end of the season for Anoka. And see if the Huskies can play 2 more games here. There's the Anoka legend, Sean Peach, running across the ice.
Chris, I gave a shout out to my good friend Dennis. I got a text from my brother-in-law in Central Wisconsin and asked where is his shout out. So this is a shout out to Jason Colemanberger. I hope you enjoyed the game. Here's your shout out. And you owe me $5 for putting your name on here.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up from the ACC.